Hello, my name is Gwyneth. I am a Reiki master, a drugless practitioner. I like to talk about spiritual concepts. I also love to talk about energy, manifestation, anything positive that raises your vibration. I discuss it here on this channel. Today, I want to talk about self care. I want to talk about feeling overwhelmed, having too much going on at one time, giving of your time, volunteering, helping, assisting, being that compassionate giver, the caregiver, the giver, the healer, where you just keep pouring out and keep giving and helping and assisting. You volunteer at school for the kids, you volunteer at church, you volunteer in your community, you help. Maybe you're that healer that you're always giving out healing. You're always there to help and assist others. But it comes to a time and point that you need to give back to yourself. You can't be so much of a giver, a volunteer, a compassionate person that you're giving out to everyone without pouring into yourself. And it seems like it should be so natural for us to pour back into ourselves, especially us that are teachers and healers, and we're always encouraging others with things and notions like that, and we're the very ones that lack giving back to ourselves. And I'm guilty of it as well. So busy helping and assisting, we enjoy it, we like it, we want to be there, I'm there for you, but what about me? What about giving time to me? What about scheduling things for me? And you always hear the terms people say, when you're healing, they say, when you give, you receive. You do. You do receive when you give. But you still need to take some separate time just out for you. Make yourself important. Give back to yourself. How else can you renew your mind if you don't take time out for you? You're just busy going. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're on your grind, you're working, you're helping, you're assisting, you're doing all these things, and then you feel depleted. You feel different in your body. Your mindset has changed. You might become negative. All these things are signs and symbols of being overwhelmed, not getting enough rest, just talking different, acting different. And many of us have so many jobs and titles that we hold. You know, I hold a lot of titles and jobs myself. You know, Reiki master, drugless practitioner, spiritual healer. Among all the spiritual works, sent messages, connecting with others from the other side, all these different things that I do. Prayer warrior. Those are gifts and calling, but there's work that comes with that. And then I'm a wife, a mother, a nana, a sister, a daughter. All these different things and titles cause you to have different jobs that you do. People are expecting certain things from those titles and those jobs. But I'm talking about you getting serious about you and you putting yourself first. If you need to mark it on the calendar, just like an appointment you would do. If you had a doctor's appointment, you would mark that doctor's appointment on the calendar. Have a doctor's appointment on the 24th at 1 p.m., and whatever adjustments that you need to make so you can go to that doctor's appointment. But let me say this, because some of you don't like to go to the doctor. And you need to go to the doctor and get yourself checked out. Get that yearly physical and stuff. We believe in natural healing, yeah, but we need to work with the doctors too. There's aspects of the doctor. Sometimes you need a little medication. Sometimes you need to go and have that blood work done to see where you are, to see how things are functioning within yourself. Don't disregard that and say, oh, I'm just all natural. Work your natural aspects. I definitely believe in natural healing. I definitely believe in spiritual healing. But do not neglect to go to the doctor as well. You want to work in partnership, okay? So that's part of self-care. going to the doctor, going to see about yourself, having those physicals, going to the dentist. You know, don't wait until you fall apart, until things are happening, you don't feel good or you don't feel yourself, and now you want to run to the doctor. You noticed that something had changed with you in you weeks ago, months ago. Do something about it. You know, give yourself that winning chance. Give yourself a chance to do something, to make a change, to implement something different. Whatever it is. Is it your eating habits? Maybe you're not getting enough sleep. Maybe you have had a cold forever and you keep saying, it's my sinuses. Because people always do that. They say, it's my sinuses, it's my allergies. But do you know if it's your allergies or sinus? Have you been to the doctor? Have you checked it out? You know? Are you qualified to make that decision? We're talking about taking care of ourselves, you know? And then we can decide what kind of method of healing or transformation or what we need to shift or to get things better for ourselves. But if we don't know, how can we help it alone? If we don't know what's going on. So let's get serious about taking care of us. Maybe you used to go out and you had massages before, and now massages is a thing of the past. Don't have time for it, haven't went, no time for myself, you know? You can look on Groupon and get a discounted massage. You can go to the massage school and get a discount massage. You can make it happen. It's not about the finances for that. It's taking the time out for yourself. Maybe you haven't been with your friends for a long time. Get with your tribe. Get with your friends that make you feel good. The ones that you laugh with and talk with and feel good when, you have those certain friends that when you talk to them, it's just a warmth there. It's just a comfort because we touch bases, And maybe you vent a little bit, but don't let the whole conversation be about venting. Somewhere in that conversation after you vent, turn it around and shift and raise the vibration up. Let's talk about positive. Let's talk about the changes that we can take, the steps we can take forward to bring about change or a higher vibration or a different solution to the problem, okay? It's okay to vent because we need to let those things out. Who can you trust and talk and discuss those things with? Sometimes you might feel like you don't have anybody. Maybe you thought you had someone and you found out you don't have anyone. Talk to Spirit. What is Spirit for me? God, angels, our loved ones from the other side, our guides. They're our secret keepers because we can speak something to them. We can speak something to Spirit. We can say something to our angels. We can say something to our God. And they're not going to use it against us. They're not going to come back and repeat it to anybody. They're not going to disclose it to anybody. When we give it to them, it stays right there. But then we need to take the next step and ask for help. Yes, ask Spirit for help. Assist me with these challenges I'm having. Assist me with this issue that I'm dealing with. And they will help. Especially our loved ones from the other side. Maybe that's something you've never done before. Sometimes when you feel overwhelmed and you feel that swelling about that loved one that's on the other side and you feel so full, maybe tears are coming out of your eyes. Maybe your heart is just welting up. Or maybe you're just having these constant thoughts about them. You know why you're having that? It's because they're present. They're around your energy. They're in your energy field. Maybe you were talking about them or saying their name, and now the memories start to come. And maybe there's some sadness there because you missed them. Maybe there's some regret because there's something that you didn't get to say to them. Why don't you just call their name and say what you need to say to them? Even when you think, the moment you think or have a thought about them, they're already there. How many times have you felt maybe like just like a tickling or little sparkly feeling on your skin. Maybe it feels like you have a net on your skin, and it's just like this weird feeling. Or maybe you just start trembling, and you can feel like something is in your head, over the crown of your head. The atmosphere changes. Maybe it got real warm. It felt like you were embraced by warmth. Maybe you feel like somebody's standing behind you or in front of you or to the side of you. It's that loved one that you're thinking about. What were your thoughts just a few minutes ago? Who were you thinking about? Who were you missing? Who were you remembering? Maybe the thought was, if so-and-so was here, I could go to them and they would always know what to do, or they would always know what to say. That loved one is still around. Remember, death is just a transformation. You transition from this life into that new life. But they still can hear us. They're still around us. And if you never have experienced that, then that person that's heavy, that you're missing so much, that's heavy on your mind, just sit there for a minute and ask them to come in. Show me that you're here. Show me that you are still around me, that you could hear me. And then maybe you go on and you tell them, I'm going through a rough time. I'm going through this challenge. If there's anything you can do to assist me, help me. And you'll be surprised what the side of spirit can do and assist and help you with. I know it to be true. I know it to be so in my life because I always operate and connect in with my loved ones in spirit and ask for their help. And they come through and they help. Sometimes they come through and it's just a calming of my mind. Maybe I'm saying, well, what should I do next? And then the thoughts start coming. That's that loved one sending out that help, sending that energy, sending those words within my heart, within my soul that I can grasp onto. You understand? And when you talk to spirit, God, angels, your loved one, your ancestors and stuff, they're not out to use that against you. They're not going to turn it around, and they're not going to use it as gossip and tell somebody else about it. They're not wanting to hurt you with it. They're not going to come back and bring it up at a later date. It's just between you and them. Isn't that a great comfort? The secret keeper. Okay? Maybe you want to talk to them about that, what's heavy on your mind. I don't want to complain. I don't want to go to this person and tell them about what I'm going through, but maybe I need to go up to the secret keeper. Maybe I need to go to my God. Maybe I need to talk about what's heavy and what's on my mind and the things that are on my mind. Maybe I need to get some counseling. Maybe I need to get some therapy. Maybe I want to get an energy session. Maybe I want a Reiki session to help me. Maybe I've never experienced what is Reiki, what is energy healing, and I want to see what that's about. And it's a wonderful thing. Mental, emotional healing is just like that. A lot of times when you're doing energy healing, you feel you might need something more with it, but you feel a change, a shift, a transformation. I was feeling heavy just a moment ago, and now I have this session and I feel light. I feel change. I feel that I have hope. I feel like I can work with this. I feel like I can get through this. It's a beautiful thing. If you're interested in having a session with me, you would like a Reiki session, you would like a spiritual healing session, you would like to work with me and partner with me and me to assist you in helping you open yourself up for your healing, I'm going to leave information in the comments before. Reach out to me. Send me a direct message. I would be happy to work with you. We can work by distance. We can work on Zoom. We can work by FaceTime. We can work on the phone. We'll figure out what works best for you. But if you're interested, reach out to me. I'm going to do some healing on this video today, because I always like to send a healing thought, a message, or send some healing energy out. And we're going to do that today. But we're talking about taking care of self, giving yourself time, making an appointment for you, understanding and realizing when you do feel overwhelmed. I need to do something about it. We don't have to say, well, I'm overwhelmed. I'm full of anxiety, and then I just sit there in it. I speak it out of my mouth. Now I'm proclaiming it. And now I just sit in it and I don't do anything. You need to get the help. Maybe you need to go to your doctor. Maybe you need to talk to a counselor. Maybe you need to get therapy. Maybe you need to have a healing session. Maybe you need to reach out to a friend or a family member and tell them how you're feeling and discuss it. Do something. Don't just stay there and sit on it. Don't just keep putting up with it. Do not keep overloading. You already know that you have too many things on your plate already, and here you are volunteering for something else again. Learn how to say no. Who cares if somebody else gets mad? Take care of you. How did everybody else become so more important than you? See, I'm talking to you and out here who's watching this video, but I'm talking to myself too. Sometimes I need to say no. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Not today. Not right now. I don't have space to do that right now. I would like to assist you or to help you, but not today. I can't do it today. You know? Have that firm no sometimes. Sometimes no is the answer. You know? You can always say, okay, I'll do it. No, pull away. Take time for yourself. Go on that trip you need to go on. Go visit a friend. Go have coffee with your friend. Get that quiet time together. Maybe you just go in your room and shut down and I get quiet and I just listen. Maybe it's not in a meditative way. I just sit there quietly in the quietness, not hearing any requests, not hearing anybody's problems, not hearing any issues. Just get quiet, just feeling myself back up. Maybe I find some positive podcast, or maybe I listen to something positive of good and high regard. Maybe I listen to uplifting stories. You know what I like? I like to watch the Home Edition. And I'm so happy that it's back on and you hear somebody else's story about their challenges and they come in and they build that new home. And you see what it means to that person. Positive, enlightening stories. You want to hear positive things. They have a challenge, but then they turn it into something positive. Those are things that raise your vibration. What are you watching? What are you surrounded by? You want to listen to something positive. You want to bring something good in. We all could get in a negative mode. I talked about that in my last video about the Reiki precepts. And just for today, I will let go of anger. Just for today, I will let go of worry. You know, those things. I will get angry, but I will let it go. Those of you who are Reiki practitioners, you know about Dr. Yusui's just for today statements. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. Just for today, I will respect all living beings. Just for today, I will be grateful. Wonderful words to live by. But the point is, when I say it like that, just for today, it doesn't seem overwhelming. Just today. Maybe we need to add a new one. Just for today, I will think of myself. Just for today, I will be important. I will remember that I am important, that I have needs. You know, just for today. Don't have to do it for a month. Don't have to do it for 2 weeks or a week. Just today, I'm going to give some time to myself. Just today, I'm going to make myself important because I am important. Just for today is just for me. Everything today is just for me. Because I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I don't want you to be depressed. I don't want you to be pulled down. And you can become these things when you have too many jobs. People are expecting too much from you. And you don't know how to say no. Yes, you have to implement no. I'm challenging you today to say no sometimes. I'm challenging you today to put a couple appointments on the calendar just for you. for you to enjoy yourself, for you to have some time alone, for you to give back to yourself. I have a cousin that used to always say this statement. It's in the Bible, but she used to say it. It's like a saying. And she'll say, "My cup runneth over." Shout out to Tasha. Tasha used to always say that. My cup runneth over. Nana, my cup runneth over. And she was acknowledging it's too much. You're expecting too much from me. I'm doing too much. But after we acknowledge that we're doing too much, then what's the steps that we take behind it? Do we keep on saying I'm overwhelmed, or do we keep feeling that way and not saying anything about it and we keep operating in that? Or do we take time out for ourselves? Do we give ourselves some self-care? If you're a healer and you're always giving out healing, I'm always doing healing, giving out healing, I need to book a session for myself. I need to have some healing given back to me for all that I have given out. If I need help, I need to ask for help. Delegate some of the jobs that you have in your household, on your job. If you're able to delegate to somebody else, don't try to do everything because you can. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I know you heard that statement before. But you need to do something about it. Sure, I can do everything. All of us have many titles, especially women. Men, you have a lot of titles too, but women often have a lot of titles of a lot of things that are expected from them to do, and some of the expectations they put on themselves. But when are you going to take some time out for yourself? I have a lot of titles too. I do the healing work. Reiki healer, Reiki master. I teach Reiki. I teach spiritual healing. I teach natural concepts. I do counseling sometimes with people. Spiritual counseling. But among all those things, I also have different other titles that I do. I have a job that I do. And I go out and do side work. I work with Amazon, delivering packages. And when I'm doing that, I have to be in the spirit of excellence, because I need to do whatever they need me to do. I need to get those packages delivered on time. So that is the expectancy, to get the packages out, to complete that task. Right now, I'm back in school again. And is the expectancy to do what's required, to study for my exams, to read, to be a part of class, to be to class, and be on time to class. There's an expectancy to complete, to finish. You understand? But then I'm also a wife, a mother, a nana, a sister, a daughter. All these different things rolled into one. And each one of those jobs and titles, there's an expectancy. Somebody is expecting me to fulfill a certain job or duties. You understand? But what is my duty to myself? To give back to myself, to renew my mind. How do I renew my mind? I pray. I meditate. I get quiet with myself. I do something special for myself. Maybe I do something relaxing for myself. Maybe it's that long bath. Maybe it's that massage. Maybe I need to get a Groupon and get some services for myself that's affordable. You know? Maybe I need to get with a friend and just have some time. Maybe we have coffee or a soda, because you guys know I love soda. I love Coke, different kinds of flavor Coke. But maybe we just get quiet and we take time out for each other, to conversate, to catch each other up on each one another's accomplishments or life, or just what's going on. Maybe we're just laughing, you know? Maybe I go out dancing. Maybe I'm just singing. Maybe I go to a community event, but it's just for me. I'm not going to the community event to volunteer. I'm being a part of it. I'm being a recipient, you know, because we give and we need to receive. Give, but be willing to receive. Receive the help. Receive the assistance. Don't be so much in the mode that you're giving out to everybody and nobody can give to you. When somebody wants to give something to you, don't say, oh, no, thank you. You know, because sometimes we do that. No, thank you. Oh, I have enough. Oh, I don't need that. Oh, I don't want you to do that for me. No, I'm going to receive. Thank you. I appreciate that gift. I appreciate, what is it, a compliment they gave you. Maybe it was something else. Maybe it was a love gift. Maybe it was a present or something like that. Accept it. Don't turn it away. Oh, no, thank you. Oh, I have enough of that. Oh, I don't want you to do that for me. Forget that. I'm going to take it. Thank you. Because they're blessing you. Accept it as a blessing. And when you don't accept it, guess what? It's kind of rude. When somebody wants to give you something and you say, oh, no, you don't take it, it's being rude. Okay? So what are you going to do for yourself today? I want you to start thinking about if you're at that place. If you're not at the place where you're feeling overwhelmed, if your cup is not running over now, that's a wonderful thing. But do something for yourself so you don't get to that place where you feel worn out, where you feel overloaded, where you have too many things on your plate, where your cup is running over. Do not allow yourself to get down like that, because a lot of times that's what we do. We wait till we're pushed down. We wait till we're sick. We wait till we're not feeling good. And we notice along the way these moments that we were having that didn't feel good. You know what I'm talking about. It's time to take care of you. You might have children you take care of, but you need to take care of you. You need to be concerned about yourself. It is your job to be concerned about you. It is your job to take time for you. It is your job to say, hey, you know what? That's a little bit too much for me. But when knowing that you cannot accept or take on what the other person is bringing on, you might say that's a little bit too much. But let's see what we can do to get some help or some assistance. Or maybe it's somebody you can talk to, or maybe you gift them a treatment, a session. Maybe you gift them a counselor or refer them to somebody if you can't take it on yourself, but realize when it's too much. You know, you need to put that stop sign up. You need to say, this is just too much. I can't handle this. I'm not the one for this. I'm already overloaded. But we want to still see that that person gets the help and the assistance that they need. So maybe we refer out, just like we should delegate out for the jobs. And I'm one who could really tell you, I'll come in here, I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll go to work, I'll do everything. I'm taking care of everything. I got the kids, got my husband, got this, got that. You know, I'm doing all this stuff. I can take care of it and do it all. But then afterwards, then I'll be just tired, exhausted, worn out. I don't want to be like that. So I'm getting better at it, and now I start delegating certain things. I'll go in, I'll start cleaning up, call my son in, hey, I need you to do the floor. My daughter, oh, I need you, could you do this? You know? Delegate those jobs out. And don't go back and say, well, they didn't do it like I wanted them to do it, and then you start doing it. No, you let it be done. If it's not in the way that is pleasing to you, that is causing a problem, then just ask them, next time could you do this, or could you go back and just do a little bit of this or that, in a kind way, that's self-care. So what are you going to do? Maybe you're going to put it in the comment below. What is the one thing that you're going to give to yourself? The time that you're going to give to yourself, the self-care that you're going to give to yourself. What are you going to take off your list? Maybe you're going to go back and say, I've been volunteering doing this every week or every month or whatever, but I'm going to have to reduce my load, and maybe I'm going to only volunteer once a month now. What are you going to do to give back to yourself? I want you to put it in the comments below, if you don't mind sharing. You can just put something very simple. What is it? What are you going to take time out for you? The things that I'm going to take time for myself, I'm going to schedule. At least 2 things a month I'm going to schedule that's just for me. And I'm not going to break that appointment, because you won't break a doctor's appointment, will you? Not without rescheduling, because they'll charge you. you you won't miss that counseling session or that therapy session or that doctor's appointment or something like that, dentist office, whatever, because they'll charge you, won't they? I want you to start looking at it like that. This is important for me. Maybe they ask you, oh, we need you to work extra on this day, but you already have this plan. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do that. Is there another day that I could help or assist? But I already have something scheduled on that day. Take time for yourself. Make yourself important. How are everybody else, and everybody is more important than you? Everybody is not more important than you. You are important. You are a gift. You deserve good things. Pour those things back into yourself. Now, I want you to get in your head and your mind right now of the change that you need. If you need a change, if you need a healing, if you need to let something go, if you need to lighten your load, if you need to care more about yourself and know how to say no more, then I want you to get that intention, whatever it is that you need today. If it's about the self-care, if it's something else that you need healing in, it's something else that has caused you to feel overwhelmed or heavy, I want you to get that intention in your mind. Make that intention, and I'm going to send forth this healing. I'm going to send this wonderful energy forth. It is called Lighten the Load, okay? I learned this wonderful healing modality and was attuned by this wonderful teacher, Sherry. Sherry speaks, and I learned it from her quite some years ago, and it's a wonderful modality, and we're just going to lighten the load. And I want you just to imagine yourself as you first give your intention, and then I want you to imagine yourself that you are just laying on some water, like you're backstroking or just floating on the water. Even if you can't swim, this is your imagination. I want you to imagine that you are just floating on your back on a pool, an ocean, some body of water, a lake. And if you want to receive this healing, just say, I accept. See yourself lying on the water, just back float, just floating. And all that you need to release that is causing you to feel heavy, overwhelmed, I want you to see those issues as rocks. And just see the rocks floating to the bottom of the ocean, floating to the bottom of the lake or the pool. See the issues as rocks, as weights, because that's what they are. Weights that have caused you to feel overwhelmed, weights that are wearing you down. As we send this lighten the load energy, this beautiful spiritual energy. Maybe the weight is your family. Maybe the weight is your job. Maybe the weight is just you putting too much on and not willing to say no. Maybe the weight is that you never replenish or renew your mind. Call on God. Call on Spirit. Ask them to renew your mind. Renew my mind, Spirit. Renew a right mind in me. Renew my heart. Remove all the things that no longer serve me. Remove the negative thought forms and the heaviness. Remove the worry, the spirit of worry. Remove the spirit of anxiety. Let all these things just float to the bottom. Let go of the challenges. Let go of the overwhelming people, places, and things that have caused you to feel heavy and overwhelmed. Be strong enough to say no. No today, not today, not tomorrow, not next week. It is your right to say no sometimes. It is your self-care that matters. Those of you who have not been going to the doctor or not having your physicals, I want you to think about going to have a physical. If you know you need some extra counseling, if you need some medication to help you, that you're having a sickness or an illness or a problem and you haven't been able to get a hold of it, go see the doctor. Then decide if you want to take a natural steps or natural routine. But you need to go and see what it is, because if you don't know what it is, how can you help the situation? Talking about yourself. You are important. I'm telling you, you're important. You're an important vessel. You're important to us. You're important. That's why you're here. You're not just here for no reason, just wasting space and wasting time. You're here for a purpose. You're here for a reason. We need your energy. We need you to take care of yourself so you can be of use. How you going to be help to your family if you can't be help to yourself? If you don't know how to get help, don't stop telling them what to do and to get help, but be unwilling to get the help for yourself. Some of you need to break an addiction. You know that you need to break the addiction. You know it's an issue. What are you going to do about it? Take the steps. Take the steps to get better. Take the steps to get a better focus. Take the steps to renew your mind. Take the steps to lighten your load and take the riffraff off. Take the heaviness off. I invite you to take 2 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. There is no shame in asking for help. There is no shame in getting help. There is nothing wrong with giving yourself good things. I'm not just talking about material and gifts. I'm talking about help, services, time. Maybe you need to give yourself an accolade. Maybe you need to pat yourself on the back. Maybe you need to just go take a nap. Maybe you just need to encourage yourself. Maybe you need to get around positive people that will encourage you and pour back into you like you can pour into them. There's enough of people that you just pour into and they're just takers and just take, but don't ever have anything to give back or to offer back. That should not be. You should not want to continue to connect up with people like that are just takers, that are just draining you and taking everything from you. You need people in your life that you can count on that will pour back into your life. Maybe they don't have any money to pour into your life. Maybe there's prayers. Maybe there's encouragement. Maybe they have an ear to hear. Maybe they're encouraging good things into your life. Maybe they're implementing good things in your life, positive lifestyle changes and stuff. Maybe they're just a positive person. Maybe they're that person you could always count on for that smile, for that warmth, for that happiness, for that unconditional love. You want to get around those type of people, and you want to be that type of person yourself. Put yourself first. Give to yourself. Lighten the load. And if anybody is interested in having a personal session with Reiki, spiritual healing, spiritual counseling, if they would like to have, if they're going through something and they want to see if there's some services that I have that can assist and help, and they want me to work with them, I'm open for it. Get in contact with me, call me, direct message me, go to my website. Go to my YouTube channel, and look in the comments, and then it have the link to direct you to my website. If this video helped you, if it encouraged you, if it meant anything to you, if it put a smile on your face, leave a comment, like, and share. Share it with somebody else who might need it. Share it to somebody else who needs to put their self first. Share it to somebody who might need, looking for a healing, a person that does healing. God bless you. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. You are special. You are unique. You are more than a title. Give back to yourself. Namaste.